today's episode of Howard Speaks, we're going to be discussing preparing the Black community. More specifically, how have the contributions of Black artists across generations helped prepare the Black community? So first, we're going to go around and introduce ourselves. Start with you, Raven.
Hello, my name is Raven Poston. I'm a freshman biology major.
Hi, my name is Deontay Lawson. I'm a freshman psychology major.
Hi, I'm Sharon Lawal, freshman nursing major.
Nyash Mungadza, freshman biology major.
I'm Jordan Cooper, freshman psychology major.
Kendall Best, freshman economics major.
I'm Kennesar Here, a freshman psychology major.
I'm Jack Warnwell, freshman Afro-American poli-sci major.
I'm Miles Johnson, the econ major.
Okay, so Sharon, do you want to get the ball rolling on how?
Of course. So I did J. Cole. So J. Cole is an American rapper, singer, songwriter, and record producer raised in North Carolina. He repairs the community by being positive and inspires listeners. Oh, Jesus. He empowers the community through his social consciousness he expresses in his music, which promotes resilience in communities. He shares his discontent with his injustice occurring in America in present time. Cole is taking risks and speaking out against the system he's directly a part of and benefits from. Cole impacts listeners in different ways than other rappers do in terms of messages that his raps convey. Cole talks about politics like in High for Hours, where he reflects on a conversation with former President Obama about police brutality. He talks about beauty standards like he did in Crooked Smile. J. Cole's music is built on values of social justice, peace, respect, and community, and can be used as a therapeutic tool across generations. That's so hard to read.
Do you want to
Mess.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm about to say, isn't that your favorite artist?
He is my favorite artist. I think that there's a connection there. He talks about a lot of things that a lot of rappers do not speak on. And I feel like some people don't use their platform to their best ability, but he does utilize his platform. So I think that was a good person to research, Sharon.
Thank you.
So to roll off of that, I researched John Edmonds, and he's not a rap artist, but he actually specializes in photography. And Edmonds is based in Brooklyn, New York. And in many of his work, he chose to highlight Black men in different settings. So he has exhibitions in Miami, Florida. It's called, one of his exhibitions were named Do You See Me? And he also had one named The Children in New York. And he repaired the community by breaking down the stereotype of Black men and all the perception that precede them. So he chose to focus on Black men wearing do-rags, and he took pictures of them in different settings, some wearing suits, but you wouldn't find a man wearing a do-rag and a suit. So I feel like it kind of broke down the perception of Black men wearing do-rags. And he also is an active member of this organization called Lightwork. And this community was founded in 1973. It focuses on supporting artists who work in photography and other forms of media. And so he supports the upcoming of more Black photographers and just Black men in general in different areas of work.
Why don't you tell us about what you researched?
Okay, so one of the artists I researched was Catherine Dunham. I think she had a really good contribution to Black repair in the Black community. And she did this through dance. That was her art form, that was her art medium. Instead of focusing on just modern dance, Dunham incorporated traditional African movements and rhythms as a way to connect back to her Black roots and give Blacks in America an opportunity to connect to that side of their heritage. Like I said, this gave a medium for African American modern dancers to simultaneously connect to their roots while still practicing the more modern form of dance. Dunham's
Kedazar talked about how Catherine Dunham, helped African American dancers get in touch with their roots, with the African roots. It reminds me of Ryan Coogler, the producer for Black Panther. Even though Wakanda was a fictional country, of course, it's still,
Bro, I hate to interrupt. That movie literally changed the world. It made I really don't know. It was like a few hundreds of millions at least, right?
Yeah.
It was the first Black superhero. That movie literally did
Hundreds
everything.
of millions of what?
Dollars.
Awareness and attention to African culture and how it's interwoven with African American culture today. And it gave young kids representation, somebody to look up to, the first black superhero, like Miles said. Just feels it was very important for the black community, helped prepare us.
Can't forget Fruitvale Station.
Yeah.
Did y'all see Fruitvale Station? I
Yeah.
cried like
I
5
did
times. That movie was so sad.
And Creed.
Creed.
I think we talked about film and dance. Why don't we get into a little bit of the music with Raven?
Okay. Well, I researched Meek Mill. He is a rapper from Philadelphia. He has had some run-ins with the law. So he was originally arrested in 2007 on drug and gun charges, where he spent a year in prison. And then he was on probation for like a whole nother decade. And it was hard for him to like really live out his full potential with his career because he would get accused of like violating probation. So back in 2017, he got sent back to prison for violation of parole. And luckily he had the resources to like get his conviction thrown out. After that, he said the past 11 years have been mentally and emotionally challenging, but he's ecstatic that justice prevailed. Unfortunately, millions of people are dealing with similar issues in our country, and they don't have the resources to fight back like I did. So now, Meek, with the help of powerful people and rich people like Jay-Z, have started advocating for prison reform to help victims of today's justice system that lack the resources that he had. That is good.
Yeah, it's good. We love the resources. It's all about the people.
Yes, it is
It's not
about
what
people.
you know, it's about
Who you know, right? And he is giving them that. What? It is about who you know. He's giving them that resource.
Right.
The jazz department.
I went a little bit old school. Y'all like jazz?
Yeah.
Yes, everybody loves jazz. Okay, so I did Duke Ellington, and he was a major figure in the history of jazz music. He repaired the community by playing a major role in the development of the Harlem Renaissance, and he also helped popularize jazz music in Harlem and throughout the nation. His career lasted over 50 years, and his most famous tunes were Take the A Train and It Don't Mean a Thing If It Ain't Got That Slang.
Ooh.
I believe those in 8th grade anyway, sorry. So, his last...
And we all know that to be Michael Jackson.
Okay.
Okay. So, we all know Michael Jackson to be America's best-selling singer, songwriter, and producer, dancer, pop, rock, jazz, and disco.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so Jackson's tunes had a little bit of everything. Had a little bit of pop, a little bit of rock, jazz, swirled together. And you know, fun fact with MTV, before Billie Jean, MTV didn't really have too many cultural artists. But you know, after Thriller came out, there was no way that MTV could not play his music.
Yeah, but like, I wasn't gonna lie. Everybody had to watch Thriller though.
That's what I'm saying. So MTV had
Before
no
that.
choice but to break that barrier and put Michael Jackson as the first colored artist.
He was the
So
first colored artist.
yeah,
On MTV.
Oh my god.
First color artist on MTV. They say, Jake, you have a person that like just has something to do with images as well.
Yeah, to go back to the film industry, I got Spike Lee. Spike Lee is an African American actor, director, and producer. Has won multiple Academy and Film Awards. I say he's most famous for his controversy in his films because film kind of has like a dark history of ignoring racial issues or not even addressing them at all. And that's what he's like most famous for. And he does that within the segues of like political issues, urban and crime things, and like race relations between blacks and whites. And this helps not only bring black issues to the masses, but bring black back to the black community itself, because it helps black people be more proud of their culture and also embrace their culture. Spike has made a lot of popular things embraced and known within the black community. One great example is his movie Malcolm X, because when Malcolm X died, he didn't have the same popularity he did now, but once he made that movie, he kind of revived Malcolm X in the eyes of the youth and within political organizations and movements in America. And that was a really pro-black thing. And he also, with the movie Black Klansman, he showed the Charlottesville riots and connected that back with the Klans movement back in the day to show that it's not just like a new event or like an anomaly like Trump or the other administrations might want you to think, but it's actually like a recurring problem within American history and something that needs to be addressed. Other projects he did that brought a lot of attention to the Black community include Miracle of St. Anna, Chirac, and Do the Right Thing.
Okay, so I believe even though we talked about a lot of different artists from a lot of different mediums, I feel that they all have the common theme of using their platform in a positive way, using their, their fame,
Right.
their influence others, and bring the Black community
For the people.
for the people.
Right.